The great white shark is the ocean's top predator, second only to the orca, and one of the fiercest fish in existence. When asked about the most feared creature humans might encounter in the ocean, the great white shark undoubtedly tops the list. As the most well-known species of shark, it has become a staple in ocean-themed horror films, leaving an indelible impression. At first glance, the great white shark's body might not seem extraordinary. However, its evolutionary path is strikingly different from that of ordinary fish, resulting in many unique and fascinating traits that defy conventional understanding. These characteristics are so remarkable that if no one told you, you'd never guess they existed. Have you ever seen a great white shark sleeping? I guess you haven't. The reason you've never seen footage of a great white shark sleeping isn't due to a lack of opportunities to capture it. It's because they simply cannot stop swimming. If they stop, they die. Unlike many marine creatures that can float motionless in the water or rest on the ocean floor, great white shark must swim continuously for two primary reasons: to breathe oxygen and to maintain buoyancy. Some shark species can stop swimming thanks to a mechanism called buccal pumping. This allows them to actively inhale water using cheek muscles that pull it into their mouths and over their gills. These sharks can rest on the seabed or even partially bury themselves in sand while continuing to breathe through spiracles located behind their eyes. Great white sharks lack the ability for buccal pumping as they have no oral muscles. Instead, they rely on a method called ram ventilation, where water is forced over their gills as they swim with their mouths open. The faster they swim, the more oxygen flows through their gills. If they stop moving, they suffocate. Additionally, great whites must keep moving to avoid sinking. Unlike bony fish, which have swim bladders to maintain buoyancy, great whites are cartilaginous and lack this organ. Instead, they rely on constant forward motion to stay afloat. Their large livers, which comprise over a quarter of their body weight, help compensate. These livers contain oil rich in squalene, a substance less dense than water that provides static lift. The great white's most iconic feature is its gaping, bloodthirsty mouth lined with terrifying teeth. Surprisingly, their teeth aren't very durable and frequently fall out during hunting. Yes, their teeth fall out frequently. But don't worry, when a tooth falls out, a new one quickly grows to replace it. This is yet another remarkable result of the great white shark's evolutionary adaptations. Their teeth are replaceable, and they replace them frequently. Every 2 weeks or so, an entire row of teeth is renewed, and over a lifetime, a single shark may grow and shed as many as 30,000 teeth. Let's take a closer look at their dental structure. Unlike human or mammalian teeth, which have roots to anchor them, the great white shark's teeth consist only of crowns that sit directly on the gums, making them less secure. Moreover, unlike humans and mammals, who typically have just one row of teeth, sharks have multiple rows layered inside their mouths. Each row contains hundreds of teeth, giving their mouths a terrifyingly full appearance. The outermost teeth are used for hunting and biting prey, while the inner rows act as backups. When a tooth in the outer row falls out or is damaged, the teeth in the inner rows shift forward along the gums to replace it. This constant replenishment ensures the shark always has a formidable set of teeth ready for action. People like to eat sea fish, but few people eat sharks. Do you know why? Unlike many other seafood, shark meat is rarely consumed. Because it stinks. Ow! Great white shark meat has a pungent, urine-like odor and is generally inedible. This smell comes from the shark's high levels of urea and ammonia. Sharks excrete urine directly into their muscle tissue. What? Yes, you read that right. Unlike most animals that store urine in a bladder before excreting it, sharks don't have bladders. Instead, they use a process called osmosis, allowing urine to diffuse into their muscles before being released through their skin. This evolutionary adaptation helps sharks survive in saltwater environments. Sharks constantly lose water due to their body's lower osmotic pressure compared to seawater. To replenish lost water, They swallow large amounts of seawater, which raises their internal salt levels. To maintain balance, they retain urea in their bodies to match seawater's osmotic pressure. The downside? Their meat accumulates large amounts of urea and toxins, making it smelly and sometimes toxic for consumption. This might explain why orcas, despite preying on great white sharks, only eat their livers and avoid the meat. But this hasn't deterred some humans. In Iceland and Greenland, there's a tradition of eating fermented shark meat. The meat is buried in snow for months to neutralize toxins. Known as hakarl, it's a common Icelandic delicacy. Although fermented shark meat retains its pungent odor, Icelanders enjoy it as a festive treat, even though most outsiders find it unbearable. We often assume marine creatures have smooth skin to reduce water resistance while swimming. But the great white shark's skin is far from smooth. Instead of scales, their skin is covered in tiny denticles, making it feel like sandpaper. These denticles, known as dermal denticles, are incredibly sharp and can even injure prey on contact, leaving deep scratches and drawing blood. Dermal denticles are made of the same material as human teeth and grow as the shark matures. Oriented toward the tail, they create a rough texture when rubbed from tail to head. Despite their roughness, this unique structure helps reduce water resistance. Scientists discovered that smooth surfaces experience uneven velocity and pressure distribution during high-speed fluid flow, increasing drag. In contrast, surfaces with symmetrical V-shaped grooves, like the denticle structure of shark skin, achieve optimal drag reduction. This insight led to the development of biomimetic products, most notably Speedo's sharkskin swimsuit. Tests showed that these swimsuits could reduce water resistance by 3%. At the 2000 Sydney Olympics, Australian swimmer Ian Thorpe won 3 gold medals wearing this high-tech swimsuit, bringing sharkskin technology into the spotlight. The fourth-generation sharkskin swimsuit gained even more fame during the 2008 Beijing Olympics. American swimmer Michael Phelps to secure an unprecedented 8 gold medals. However, in the interest of fair competition, FINA, the International Swimming Federation, banned the use of high-tech swimsuits starting in 2010. Another intriguing phenomena in the great white shark's physiology is called tonic immobility. When a shark is flipped upside down, its instinct is to correct its inverted visual perception. However, if external forces prevent it from doing so, whether by humans or other animals, the shark's brain releases large amounts of the neurotransmitter serotonin. This causes the shark to enter a sleep-like state, becoming dazed and effectively unconscious. If a great white shark remains in this tonic immobility state for too long while in water, it will suffocate and die. Interestingly, this phenomenon is not exclusive to great white sharks. Nearly all shark species experience tonic immobility when flipped over. Humans aren't the only ones aware of this weakness. Nature's master strategists, killer whales, have also discovered and exploited it. These intelligent predators use this vulnerability when hunting great white sharks. By flipping the shark over, they immobilize it and avoid direct confrontation. Once incapacitated, the orcas cut open the shark's abdomen to extract its liver, a prized meal, while minimizing their own risk of injury. In the natural world, every species follows its unique evolutionary path. The great white shark's extraordinary adaptations, while seemingly incredible, are the product of millions of years of natural selection. These traits have enabled them to survive for over 16 million years, far outlasting humans in evolutionary history.